Hello, my name is Matthew Brooks, and I'm a passionate game design teacher, and I'm here to introduce you to an exciting interdisciplinary project that blends game design with science biology classes and English classes. In this short video, I'm going to go over a collaborative document that I've been working on that outlines all the key information about this amazing new project. The focus subject areas are neuroplasticity and growth mindset for the biology students. English students will focus on building a strong narrative with principles of storytelling, and the game design students will be bringing it all together, focusing on game mechanics and the way the game feels and plays. The intended audience for this project is high school students that are in grades 10 through 12 enrolled in game design, biology, and English classes. Some important documents that will be provided for students is course syllabi and some timeline outlines for each of the subject areas, as well as school and district guidelines for interdisciplinary projects and cross-curricular collaboration. And we will also provide some general competencies related to project-based learning and 21st century skills, and of course, game-based learning. Each team of students comprised of some students from each subject area will be expected to actually produce a game by the end of this course. So this is an outcome-based experience. I'll be using a project-based learning approach for this. The format for instruction is this will be a blended learning environment. So we'll be combining real-world face-to-face class meetings with all the subject areas, as well as an online Canvas course for collaborating in discussion posts, sharing documents, showcasing our finished games, sharing resources for game development tools, and self-directed project work by the student teams. Assessments will be used throughout this course in the form of project milestones, peer evaluations, and a summative assessment at the end for the final product. My ultimate goal for this project is to have some good quality games at the end of this made by these student teams that create high quality immersive educational games that effectively teach players about neuroplasticity and growth mindset while providing an engaging gameplay experience. So even though these are going to be educational games, I still want them to be very entertaining and engaging. In my 3-column table I've provided inside this collaborative document, I wanted to point out I do have 5 columns here, but that's just because I have 2 other columns with the categories and the definitions separate. So starting off, before these groups can be formed, each subject's teacher will need to introduce the project in general to them with an outline and presentation that I will provide to the other teachers in their own classrooms to sort of gauge how many students are interested. Each subject will research their own area specific to the project so they already feel strong in their particular competency in their subject area before they form groups. By students working on such an ambitious, multidisciplinary game development project, they really are going to cultivate deeper learning competencies, such as critical thinking and problem solving, collaboration across different disciplines. Okay, and once sort of the initial groundwork has been laid, students will be masters of their own destiny. It will be a student-centered learning environment. Okay, now for a quick breakdown of the timeline. In the first week, students will form their interdisciplinary groups. In weeks 2 and 3, students will research neuroplasticity and growth mindset, as well as draft their design document for their core concepts and mechanics for their game. In weeks 4 and 5, users will begin testing out their prototypes with their classmates for feedback, while continuing to iterate and refine. In week 6, teams will be responsible for building out a polished vertical slice of their game. In this collaborative document, one of my colleagues asked what a vertical slice is, so I want to explain. A vertical slice is just a small playable demo showcasing the main game mechanics of the game, as well as the main look of the game. Not a complete functional game, just a small portion showing the core functionality and look of the game. In weeks 7 through 9, students will have an intense production period developing their games, along with continuous playtesting and feedback. And biology and English students will support game design with more of their feedback and playtesting. Week 10 will be all about balancing optimization and bug fixing, as well as marketing the games, creating instructional materials, and final quality checks. In week 11, students will showcase their final games as well as create presentations over their design process, challenges they faced, and their learning outcomes. In the final week, students will do self-reflections on their own growth and group collaboration, and identify what they're going to do next, as well as celebrate. Through this project, one of my key COVA considerations is that creating these educational games really does allow for authentic application of knowledge from multiple disciplines. This project challenges students to synthesize knowledge from game design, biology, and English to create high-quality educational games that teach neuroplasticity and growth mindset concepts in an engaging way within a single trimester. Through this real-world game development project, students will gain deeper learning abilities transferable to their own college and careers. Thank you so much for taking the time to look at this innovative project with me. Hope you have a great rest of the day.